I'm Nisi.
I'm Millie.
And I'm Moni.
And you're watching Pink Box.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Pink Box. And today we're going to be getting a little bit spicy for y'all. We're going to be, touching down on some very juicy topics that I don't even think we're ready for. But before that, we're going to, lighten up the mood a little bit and play a little drinking game. And I'm sure we all have heard of this game, and it's the what is it?
Never have
I ever drinking edition.
Red cup edition.
So, we're all gonna ask questions that one of us probably has done
Or have not done.
Funny questions, maybe some shady questions. You never know with these two. So, we can jump right into the video. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go. Never have I ever done a bun tutorial on YouTube.
Okay, bitch. I haven't had this in a while.
Do you like it?
It's actually not that bad. I think
It's
the
not
ice
that bad.
and the lemon.
Yeah, the ice and lemon definitely brought it
yeah.
together.
Okay. Never have I ever got drunk and passed out.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I have one. Never have I ever got drunk and almost peed on myself or peed on myself.
Oh.
Someone trigger.
Never have I ever went to BSU.
That's me. Yes.
My college.
BSU. No, just like
Something you saying?
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Maybe we should give
Is
a
it
shout out
my
to BSU.
Okay.
Never.
You got contacts in?
No.
Y'all are some pretty polite.
Thanks.
Shout out to my daddy.
Never have I ever messed with someone in a relationship.
Really?
I didn't know he was in a relationship.
No. Did you continue to mess with him once you found out? Oh God.
Sorry. I just had to
We're on national TV.
I did not continue to mess with him. once I
That's
found
good.
out.
Kudos to
Yeah.
you.
Never have I ever been stuck in a situationship.
I guess anything could be a situationship.
I'm gonna be finished. Are y'all taking big gulps? I'm taking huge ones.
Yeah, you are because my cup is gone.
But
I
it is
think
never
I-
have I ever,
yeah.
and this is like I was thinking like this.
I was
this
trying
is
to like
really not that strong.
equivalent it to like a shot, so I was trying to take a
Okay,
big
well,
gulp.
yeah.
You're doing good, babe. Because I'm just sipping it.
It
I
just
was
tastes so
sipping
good,
too.
like.
But okay.
Look
Just
who we
drinking
have.
wine. Never have I ever. Never have I ever been in denial about my feelings about a guy.
Silly boys.
I'm gonna drink to that too.
If I like you, I like you. And I'm gonna say I like you.
I like you and I want to have sex with you. You ever saw that video, that little boy who said that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
There was a little boy in the camera saying,
And I'ma marry you.
I think
I've
wanna
seen
have
it.
sex
He
with
was
you."
country.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I'm gonna take you back to my house and we're gonna have sex.
Oh, I do remember that.
And he
So
was like a
inappropriate.
kid. Yes, I don't know who taught him to say that.
That is ridiculous.
Never have I ever had a pregnancy scare.
I've never had a pregnancy scare. The one time I thought I was pregnant, I was pregnant.
That was a good one.
I'm in confusion right
What?
now. The pregnancy scare?
I've had a pregnancy scare before.
Mind blown. Did you know about this?
I don't think so, no. That's a lie, because she found the pregnancy test in the trash can.
Me? Oh.
Was it CJ? Somebody found it. And I had to say, it wasn't even mine. It was my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm so glad I wasn't pregnant, though, because I definitely
How old were you?
wasn't going to tell anybody. This was last year. I wasn't going to tell anybody. And I wasn't even going to tell the dude.
Do you still
I
talk
was
to the
just
dude?
going to abort the baby. Yes.
Oh, wow. Did you ever tell him? Or, oh, no, you said you didn't. Okay. Wow. Mind blown.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever gotten in a car accident. You ever gotten in a car accident?
I've never gotten a car accident.
You really?
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I like to handle.
Were you at fault?
No.
Okay.
Ashton. Ashton water.
Never have I ever scratched somebody's car really bad and drove off. I'm
remember
so
you
sorry,
telling me
but that was my second time, and it was, I know that person like Donald Trump. Oh, I knew it was, and I just was like, dang, I guess I'm not getting no makeup today.
Were you at White Oak?
I was definitely a white.
I remember you told me this.
It was so crazy.
Never have I ever got so drunk that I fell asleep in the car in the middle of the street.
I feel like I blame that on you know who you are.
What else?
Let me think of a good one.
Never have I ever cursed out an adult. Disrespectful.
Ooh, I have a good one. Never have I ever liked my guy friend.
I thought about it. I was like, I have.
That was spicy.
Never have I ever been curved by a guy. The fuck?
Get curved every day.
Curved? Don't like. What do you mean you get curved every day?
I actually like slide in dudes' DMs.
Oh, you do?
I do. I don't have no shame.
When I was in middle school and high school,
Guess I'm just bougie.
you know,
Yeah.
it was
I don't
this
have no
one
shame.
time, this dude came up to me on the bus ramp and he was like, "Hey, my friend want to talk to you." He said, "No, I don't."
That happened to me in 9th grade.
Oh my god. I was like,
That happened
Okay.
to me in 9th grade. We were freshmen in high school, and it was upperclassmen. And I think you was with me, but we was walking by, and this group of girls was like, "Hey, he want to talk to you." So my dumb self walked over to him smiling, and the girls walked away laughing, and he was like, "Yo, wow." And I was like, "This is so humiliating."
Definitely. That's
Oh my
exactly
god,
how I
like,
felt.
oh my goodness. And he was an upperclassman.
listening to her story, I might have got curved.
So
I'm not going to even tell my
humiliated.
situation, but I guess it might have been a slight curve.
Go ahead, tell.
That is fine.
I'm going to keep it to myself. No.
Also, when I was in 8th grade and I was talking to this dude, and I told him we need to work on our relationship, and he told me, "What relationship?"
Actually, when I was in 6th grade, I had a boyfriend, and the next day, we argued about something, and he said, "That's why you don't have a boyfriend." And I was like,
That's so it's
I was like, "Aren't you my boyfriend?" He said, "No, my girlfriend is over there."
Oh, he had another girlfriend.
Yes, she was my
Wow.
friend.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't really try to talk to guys a lot. 'Cause
6th
they're
grade
disrespectful.
was a terrible time for me.
Middle school, I was really ugly.
I think everybody goes through that ugly phase, and I think
middle school?
is
Definitely.
the years.
Oh my goodness, those yearbooks look
I'm still
a mess.
wondering
They need to be like placed
When I'm
in
gonna
fire.
get out of the ugly phase.
I don't think you should say that. Like,
that's
I think,
inappropriate.
yeah, I don't think you're in the ugly phase.
Okay. Never
confidence, ladies.
have I ever.
She like, oh,
What?
I got a good one.
Go ahead, because I don't even know what I was going to say.
she childish. I already know she childish.
Oh, I got one.
Never have I ever gone to the gym but be on my phone the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
I just imagine you on that. I don't even know what that exercise
Oh
thing
my
is
God.
called. But
I've
every
been
time we look
drinking
over
with
at you,
my
you
whole
feel, huh?
I've been drinking with my broke finger.
I think about that dude who was at the gym yesterday. And I got up the elliptical and all I hear is,
I was like, oh my goodness.
and he was definitely speeding on
Yeah,
the
I know he was
treadmill.
tired. Cause he be
Oh
going.
my goodness. Never have I ever called myself the booty hole queen on Twitter.
I need some more.
The what? Booty hole queen? Never
Yo.
have I ever slammed a girl's head into the. What? Oh shit.
What you smiling for?
You need to drink.
I didn't hear the nigger. Whatever it is, I didn't hear it.
Never. She said,
Never have I ever slammed a girl's head into the water fountain.
That was a joke. That was my friend.
Good time.
ooh.
That's how I like it.
Never have I ever gone around tripping up people for fun.
They were my friends.
What am I doing? I ain't even got the picture.
Never have I ever snorted a line of coke.
Oh,
Let me
absolutely.
put my cup
not.
down. I don't want y'all to ever think I did that. Never.
Oh my goodness. I don't think anybody here has done that.
Yeah. I would never. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was scared to take a Xanax. Like, it was, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, she had that shit for months and then you lost it, right?
I tried to give it away so many times.
I kept telling her I was gonna take it. She didn't
It was so sad. I tried to be cool and buy something for my friend and just couldn't do it.
Good thing you did.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe would have got addicted.
Yeah. Weird.
I think it's sure go, babe.
You
What is the next
You still have a
question?
pattern? I
I
thought we
don't
were all just
know.
asking
Just asking
questions.
I don't remember what was the
Let's
next
see. Never have I ever attempted to do my hair and it came out fucked up. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that still happens to me to this day.
Y'all, in middle school, I tried to get myself a bang. Shit came right up.
Never have I
Myself
ever
being fresh in here.
had my cousin ask me why my bangs was running away from my face.
That's not even what he said. My cousin was so childish. I cut my bangs, wore them. And he asked me why my hair was scared of my face. So embarrassed.
When it was sticking up,
I guess so.
I cut my bangs 9th grade year because I was trying to be Nicki Minaj.
Never have I ever cut bangs into every curly wig I got.
All right, last question. It's not gonna be me. I don't have any good ones left. It got to be a spicy one, y'all. If you got a spicy one, you go ahead.
I don't know. She got a spicy.
She always does.
She's
This is shady queen.
She is shady as hell.
I don't have a spicy one. I'm saving the spiciness for later on.
Never have I ever had sexual relations with someone I knew I should not be doing anything with.
What do you mean by
Yeah, like why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you just know that it's not right. Like, you should not be doing this either.
You saying like the way
they
they
are,
are,
a
like,
fuck nigga, or you know, stuff like that.
I mean, that's on almost every nigga. So I'll drink to that.
All right, y'all. It's time to get into the hot topic of the day. So it's gonna get spicy, hot, fiery, and toasty in this mug. Anywho, so y'all, how do y'all feel about when you dislike a close friend's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend? Have you ever been in a situation where you dislike your friend's man or your friend's friend? And how did you react to it?
Yeah, I have. Me. Me personally, I don't care if my friends, if we don't get along. That's not gonna make me stop being friends with my friend. However, don't ever try to have us go out together. Nothing of the sort. If it's we're coming together for our friend for a special event, that's different. If it's not a birthday or a graduation or a wedding, do not have us together, because I feel like it puts the mutual friend in an awkward position, because it's
I agree.
my two friends don't like each other, but I like them both. But that's happened to me multiple times. If we want to get technical, it happened with this one over here.
Which situation? You talking about where I don't like your friend or you don't like my friend?
Well, we both have not.
Well, you know, we have had multiple situations.
Each other's friends.
I feel like
Friends.
we bond, but I don't think our
friends. She doesn't like my friends,
and
I don't
she
like
don't
her.
bond with my
Yeah.
friends.
But
It's
the
weird.
particular situation I'm talking about is me and her friend got the fighting.
That's my ex-friend now.
Yeah, they're not.
This
friends
was so
anymore.
long ago,
This is
though.
just an example.
Yeah.
Me and her got the fighting, but of course they were still friends, and I'm still friends with her. And I didn't feel no type of way about them still being friends until the following year. I became back cool with a girl she does not like, or she didn't like. I mean, we're grown now, so it doesn't
Yeah, it
matter.
doesn't. Yeah.
But back then, they didn't like each other. And I felt like she got mad at me. And I was just so confused. Because I was like, but you're still friends with my enemy, and I don't have a problem.
But I think the difference there would be the girl that you fought, she was my best friend at the time, and you were my best friend at the time. The girl that you became back friends with, we did not like her. That wasn't your best friend at the time.
She was
So
my
it's
best
if
friend at the
somebody's
time.
my best
But
friend
we were
at the
pretty close
time,
back in middle school.
y'all were, but that was years before though. That was 3-4 years ahead of time. But I feel like at the moment, the person who you fought, both of y'all were my best friends at the time. So yeah, I stayed cool with both of them. I feel like I stayed mutual with both of them, which I think was the right thing to do at the moment.
I was her best friend first. I just want to say that.
And we're still best friends.
And
So
How many years? 11, 12 years? I don't
yeah,
know. Over a
7th
decade
grade.
now. So.
7th grade.
2007 is 2019, so yeah, over a decade now.
Yeah.
Best friends, going strong. Cute.
I just feel like friendships were so crazy. In middle school had to been the year of all those years were
I think
stupid friendships.
Yeah, because
Stupid ass friendships.
middle school, you have a lot of friends,
Yeah.
and then once you hit to high school, you kind of lose those middle school friends.
Yeah.
And you might gain other high school friends, and you end up with still a lot of friends. But I think you're gonna realize who your real friend is once y'all graduate high school. Once you graduate high school and you're still kicking it with maybe the 1 or 2 people, then that's probably your real friend.
Unless you're in college, you'll see another way who your real
unless you
friends
go-
are.
Definitely. I had a best
You'll
friend
definitely
all
see
the
it.
way from elementary school, and then once we got out of high school, that was just done.
So Simone, have you ever? Sorry, insider. Have you ever had a situation where you do not like your friend's man or your friend's friend?
Yes. I have a friend and I do not like her girlfriend at all.
Interesting.
We're working on like us being cordial, but I do not like her.
Can I say something?
I don't know what it was.
Of course.
But that's how I'd like to end.
I don't like this friend. Are we talking about the same friend?
Ash to earth. Ash to water.
I don't like this friend.
In my
And you can back me up on this one. Because I feel like Simone way too nice for a lot of these people. And
I feel like at a certain age, though, you cannot let people slide on certain stuff. I can't even lie. I do agree with that. But I do feel like people learn in their own pace. But personally, for me,
yeah, absolutely not.
1, 2 out the door. Ain't no 3 strikes. Like, you don't got that many strikes with me. I'm sorry.
I feel as if they take her friendship for granted. Well, she takes her friendship for granted. And I really wish Simone would just, not saying she got to cut these people off like completely, but definitely take a big step back and not make yourself so available.
Right.
Like every
And so,
time they
like,
call, you know how you said, well, you always want to be there for them if they going through something.
This particular friend, I don't feel comfortable not being there because she does not have any other friends and she goes through a lot. So I don't feel comfortable just leaving somebody, especially when I know they go through things where, you know, that could be detrimental to her mental health and like emotionally. So I don't want to leave her high and dry all on her, like all alone.
I don't know if this is an issue of mine or what, but I'm very much of a what you do to me, I will do to you. And to me, that is very toxic. It's kind of like when it comes to friendships or relationships, it's like I just feel like we should be bringing the same things to the table. I shouldn't be bringing way more to the table that you're bringing. I shouldn't be bringing everything to the table and you're just eating and not even, you know, reciprocating it. That's my only thing with like certain friendships. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you're always there for somebody, but when you need somebody to be there for them, they're not there.
I do agree.
Certain things like that, it's kind of just like you're cut off.
Yeah, I do agree. At certain times, you probably have to be there more for a certain person because they're probably at their lowest point. So you have to be there maybe 80% while they're only giving you 20 because of what they're going through personally. But if it's always you're 55 and they're like 45 and it's staying that way, then there's something wrong.
And let's be clear, everybody has low points at a moment in time. So it's kind of just like, is that person there for you at your low moment? Because we all have moments here and there where we just kind of feel like we need somebody to be there for us. Like, I just feel like as a friend, you should be there for them. They should be there for you.
Now I have a question for you ladies. As the middle friend, what do you do when your friend has expressed that they don't like your other friends?
I personally feel like if that's your close friend and they express that they don't like your other friend, you should hear them out for one. Like, listen to what they have to say because your friend could be telling you something that you're just blinded by, like that you just don't see. You just think that's your friend. Da 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 da. I would hear it out, and if my friend has some points, I would definitely go with that. But other than that, you know, I would just make it very clear, you know, that's my friend. You're my friend. We can just be.
And sometimes you have those jealous friends who don't want your friend to be friends with anybody else. And I think you should get rid of that friend because that's toxic and you're not about to
That's a
control
relationship.
who I can be friends with.
That is a relationship. I couldn't even go there.
I understand where she's coming from with the whole, you know, it is hard for me to cut people off. I'm not really good at it. I do have a big heart.
I'm good at it.
I mean, I'm a Gemini, so you know how Geminis are. We love hard and we're very loyal. So So it is hard for me to cut certain people off. But in my defense, they don't like any of my friends.
Personally, I feel like, because I don't want to like point fingers, but I do, since you said you were talking about us, I'm gonna respond. I do feel like you pick a certain type, like the same way like how people in relationships, they pick a certain type of person and keeps doing the same thing. You pick a certain type. I just feel like a lot of things, it just reminds me of a relationship, and a friendship should not be a relationship. Like, I feel like y'all are all grown. Like, if that's not your significant other, why are you questioning me about my whereabouts? Like, me and my friends don't question each other about our whereabouts. We don't get mad if somebody missed a phone call.
I don't do that.
But y'all have before, like in the past. You've done that with friends. And I just feel like that's very
I get mad when people don't pick up the phone.
You and your friends have not got mad at each other before because one of y'all have not picked up the phone?
People have done that to me, but the only times
I never said you. I said I don't think that it should be like that. So which means that if your friends got mad at you, I don't think that you should be having a friendship with somebody that gets mad because you accidentally missed their phone call. That sounds like a relationship.
Yeah, that's just petty.
That's very petty. That's your friend, not
just like an old friend.
But that's how I'd like to end. Returning to a sacred
It's not an old friend.
Ashtabeth.
Oh, well, I must be talking about somebody else. There must be multiple of them doing that. It must be multiple people because.
Whoa, whoever is doing that, you're
Stop.
definitely petty.
Stop.
I don't know who you are.
Ryan, stop. No, for real. Like, stuff like that. Like, I just don't think that. I mean, how can you ever be in a relationship if you're in relationships with your friends? Like, too much stress. Too much.
I don't think I'm in relationships with my friends.
Not real relationships, but they treat you as if, like, they got you on lock. And, no.
Interesting. I don't get that vibe, but hey, you know, maybe it looks like that from the outside looking in.
So, what about the man? Did we discuss if you don't like your friend's man?
This is a thing that I don't like that my friend would do. I don't like the friends that when they're single, they want to hang out or whatever, always hitting you up and stuff. But then once they get a boyfriend or in a relationship, they go ghost. And it's like, you can still hang out with me too. And then when they're having like problems in the relationship, then they want to hit you up again. And I'm like, where have you been for the last couple of months? Like,
Yeah.
I do not like friends like that. Those type of friends are awful.
That is true.
Have I had a friend like that? I don't know, probably. I know a lot of girls do that though.
I
Like,
definitely had a friend like that.
disappear when they're on good terms with their significant other and are nowhere to be
I'm
found.
trying to think. Have I?
But
No,
then,
not the same situation.
I don't like the friends that come to you over every little thing their significant other does, and then when her and the guy are back on terms, good terms, they get upset with you for not liking the person. Like,
That's
How
why
can
you
you
can't
be
tell
upset?
everything your significant other does.
how can you be upset that I don't like him when you come back to me and tell me things like outrageous things, like he's blackmailing you
What?
with your nudes and sex tapes, and
So
he's
disrespectful.
being verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive to you, and then when y'all back on good terms, I'm just supposed to be like, okay, well, clean slate. No.
I can't do that either. I'm sorry. I can't.
And then when they get back on good terms and you like, you know, say something about it, then they go, maybe you should mind your business. Maybe you shouldn't tell me any more of your business.
I agree.
Alright. So when do y'all feel like, okay, enough is enough? I can't even be friends with this person anymore because it's just too stressful to be friends with you anymore. When are you gonna be like, we could be cordial, but we can't be friends, bitch? Like,
when you start disrespecting me over the person that you're with. Once it starts getting to a disrespectful, like once it start getting disrespectful and I feel like you're coming at me in a way that you should not be coming at me, and I can feel that it's an issue, then we just don't need to speak anymore, and you can go be with that nigga.
I don't know who she talking about, but you could go be with that nigga.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking in general.
I do agree. And I just feel like if I have to hold back what I have to say about something, or I can't express how I feel, then like, what are friends for? Like,
I feel like
what the fuck?
I'm speaking for myself. I've been in a situation where it's, you know, my friends don't like somebody that I'm dealing with, and I continuously, you know, just don't listen to them. But I never come out of my face disrespectful when they tell me what they have to say. I just be like, you know, okay, I listen to them because I understand what they're saying, but you're never going to catch me being disrespectful, because in the back of my mind, I know.
When you say you listen to your friend, do you listen to your friend and like, or you just like, I'm listening?
I listen and I try
What kind of listen?
I listen and I try to interpret.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, the other side of me don't take over what I just listened to, and I finally stop being stupid. But I never come out my face disrespectful, because at the end of the day, if these are your real friends, they're clearly telling you something.
And that's one thing I do agree
because
about.
they want the best for you.
If you're a close friend with me and you have something to say about my guy, I'm gonna listen. If you have something to say about my friend, I'm gonna listen. Like, I'm never gonna shoot it down. Like, point blank, period. Because we close friends for a reason, and I don't have many close friends. So if I have a close friend that's telling me something, I'm gonna listen.
Am I that type or something?
You got a little defensive a couple of times. I feel like when I come to you about certain situations.
The way she talks,
No,
she says it very disrespectfully, and she has a way of naming my friends certain names that they should not have. So at that point,
not even about those friends, talking about the main one.
I do not get defensive about that situation at all.
Am I lying?
You can be very defensive.
Okay.
And it can be very like frustrating sometimes, like when somebody can bring a situation to you and you can say like, I don't think you should do this because this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and they get frustrated, you argue about it, and then 2 weeks later everything that you said is gonna happen is happening now, and you have to be there for that person because they didn't listen to you. Or, you know, as grown people, we don't have to listen to each other, but it's frustrating when you know something is gonna happen with somebody and it does. And
me personally, I keep a lot of that shit to myself, so I wouldn't have to put the burden on my friends. Yes, I do.
I feel like friendships and relationships are just on a roller coaster, like, honestly.
What do you feel like? Because you look like you was about to say something.
I was, and I am. You say you're not gonna put the burden? I'm sorry. This particular situation, you might not maybe express how like you're actually feeling or whatever, but you definitely speak of this situation all the time. So I feel like I'm always gonna have something to say.
No, I feel like it is. I'll post something on my Instagram or something like that, and they'll ask, "Oh, what you talking about?" Then it's like,
but you have to remember that if somebody's your friend, as a friend, that's their responsibility to ask you what's wrong. Like, you're posting it out there, like you want somebody to ask what's wrong. I feel like when people post something on social media, you want somebody to ask what's wrong. Or you should keep it to yourself?
No, honestly, it's sometimes when I post something and I also get the, oh, what's this about? And I be like, oh, nothing. It's about nothing. It really don't be about nothing. I don't be going through nothing. Like, sometimes I just post stuff that like is relatable, but I'm not going through it. It's just like, oh shit, yeah. And I'll post it. And then people just assume that they know what the fuck it is, and they don't.
But that's how I
So that wouldn't be my fault.
returning to a sacred moment. Ash to earth, ash to water, in the
Yeah. But I do feel like, sometimes it is the pot calling the kettle black, because people will be having situations that they go through, but then it's like they think it's different because their situation or
my situation.
their situation
I can
is
speak on that.
a little tweaked. It's a little different. So it's like, oh well, it's different for me because. Go ahead.
The situation she's talking about, I have a child with this person. So, and he has my child a lot of the time. So I am going to keep in contact with this person. And not only that, I would say the same thing is different for Shawnee's in her situation. She's actually in a relationship with this person. So it's just different. And what the difference is, take the child away, take being in an actual relationship away, take both of those away. Our situations are not publicly saying inappropriate things. And that's the part I don't understand why you still. It'd be different if the father of my child was on social media saying very inappropriate things about me where other people could see. Has he done me wrong? Absolutely. Have I taken him back, been friends with him again, continue to have a situation with him again? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we don't let the whole world know, oh, they going through something, or they're going back and forth, and even if I could sit here and say, oh, I don't like him anymore, I don't have feelings for him anymore. But if y'all was to see me constantly tweet about him or make posts about him, or literally look at his every move, then y'all be like, nah, bitch, you still like him, and you just need to go ahead and admit it. That's the difference between my situation and your situation.
I don't think so.
What?
You're
wild. No, I'm not being real right now.
I am being real. I feel like she thinks that I give a fuck about certain stuff, but if I say I really don't care, then I just really don't care. Like, if I don't care for the person, or I don't have feelings for the person, then I don't.
But why would you even want to be friends with a person like that?
I said, oh, what you want me to say?
I do agree on that.
Exactly. But then if we talk about this stuff with you, you start to get loud.
Okay, yeah, I understand you say you don't have feelings for this person anymore. You don't like them anymore. You're not, sexually active with them or anything. So would you consider that person a friend? Would you say that's a friend?
A close associate, yes.
No, you called me your friend yesterday.
A close associate is considered a friend.
That's fine.
Okay, friend. Do you think that person shows character traits of a friend? If it was a girl that was doing the things that friend was doing, would you continue to be friends with? Yes, it would be your block. You're this, you're that. It would be a whole different situation, and that's kind of like where we gotta put it. It's like I feel like as females, we kind of want to be like, okay, we're gonna put him in a category as a friend, so we can say we're not talking to him, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. But okay, is he in a category to actually be a friend? Is he being a friend? Because if not, that means that you just putting him in a category just to hold on to him, when you can just let him go, cause he ain't acting like a boyfriend. He ain't acting like somebody that you are trying to develop a relationship, and he's not acting like a friend at the end of the day.
Okay.
So if a friend is seeing you struggle with somebody that's clearly that is a hassle for you, like, I think they have reason to feel some type of way about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to speak on that?
I don't.
You agree or?
I heard you guys out and I listened.
You can say you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree, of course, but
Oh, okay. So
Why don't
what's
you
your
agree?
take on it? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Like, if don't even think about your own situation. Think about another situation. Think about if it was another friend that's like.
I think if say it was, you know, me or her
Yeah,
doing
one
the
of
same,
us.
going through like the same exact thing, what would really be going through your mind on
Honestly,
they like each other?
And keep it a stack.
Or
Keep it a stack.
no, I feel like if
Something.
y'all told me that y'all were friends with them and that's just it, then I would believe y'all, especially when I'm not doing y'all not doing anything for me to think that y'all are anything other than just friends.
No, it's not even about believing. It's
Well,
about.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Because it's not even about believing. Sometimes you're past the point of, I know it's not true. I know that you have feelings for him. I know that this, like, I don't even care about you admitting it. It's just
Okay.
more of the fact, like, what would you do if if it was me? Like I'm your sister. Like, how
I think
would you feel?
you would be like,
You need to leave him alone.
Yeah, if she
you
was
would
doing
say you
the
need to leave
same-
him alone.
If she was doing the same exact thing we're saying you and this person is doing, me and you will be like, nah, she definitely like this person. She needs to leave him alone.
Yeah.
She always getting defensive about him. They
would
they
wanna-
clearly like each other or
And
whatever.
to me, any real friend would say that. Be like, you need to leave him alone. He's a dub. Like, would you?
I mean, I guess if it's as bad as y'all say,
You don't know what to say.
No, I know what to
'Cause
say.
if you say no, I'm
if
gonna be
she-
like, you're
She
fake.
disagrees.
You're
if
fake.
it's as bad as y'all are saying it is through your eyes, then yes, I would tell you that you should leave him alone. But I feel like y'all see the situation different than I see it.
Well, what do your other friends think?
Yeah, what does
They
other
don't-
people around you think other than just us?
Honestly, I keep a lot of stuff to myself, so I don't have to hear a lot of, people's mouths. So none of my other friends could really tell me anything about me because, once again, I'm the friend that people come to talk.
That's the thing, though. You keep a lot of things to yourself, but the poison follows you onto social media.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
All I want to say is,
No, I'm
is-
saying like he follows you, and he kind of like, even if you're not worried about him, he's picking, just a little bit.
Definitely.
I think he picks.
Okay.
All I have to say is, if y'all ever see me looking a little bit too crazy over a dude, I would need for y'all to like slap me, pour some water on me, shake me, because
Oh, I will.
dudes definitely be having girls looking crazy, especially the girls that they know deep down, oh yeah, she ain't never gonna stop fucking with me, so I can do any and everything, say any and everything, and she's still gonna fuck with me. Those type of dudes, you have to like, it's hard, but you definitely have to get rid of them, because, or you're just gonna continue to hear my mouth and what I have to say in my opinions.
Definitely. And I could be very cordial, and I could play things really cool in front of people. But as a friend, behind closed doors, I'm
definitely gonna say what I
I'm
have
gonna
to
be
say.
like, you sure? You think he this? You think he that? Because I don't think so. Like, out of respect for you, I can respect while he's like, I can respect the
Yeah.
situation while he's right there. I would never disrespect you like that. But
Unless he got out of hand.
oh yeah, if he get out of hand,
hold
I'm
up.
putting out the
Yeah,
hand.
like, hold up. We not even gonna go
Yeah.
there.
Nah,
But I feel like if
definitely.
we was all in a public setting, whatever they're going through, I'm going through, or whatever
Right.
she's going through, I would never bring that out in the public.
Definitely. And I feel like as a friend, like, you should definitely say something to your friend. Because people get blinded at a point in time. Like, it's very common for somebody to be blinded by lust or love.
Or dick. Dick
Definitely.
eyes.
Yeah. And girls really be,
Yeah.
it's not even funny. Like, you ever had friends? Not even funny when you listening to them and you like, dead ass is really happening? Like, and they tell you the story about what they man doing and you kind of just like, dang.
Yeah, it can't be that good.
And you still guessing about if he cheating or not? Or if he doing something else? Or it's just crazy.
Any final words?
Ladies, self-confidence.
Any final words?
I don't think so. Thanks for hanging with us at the Pink Box.
Hey.
Friends,
How many of us have them?
friends.
The ones you can depend on.
Alright, y'all.
And scene.